Hey, welcome back guys, this is Dan from Valhalla Games. Just a bit of a hobby update this one. While I'm talking and rambling away to you with what's going on, I'm just going to scroll through a few work in progress miniatures that I've got going on and explain to you what's been going on with the channel and stuff like that as well. So for a start, we've definitely been really busy. Rather than hobby hibernation, we have in fact been in top gear, just stuff out of sight. So I was over in Australia visiting Rex for Christmas. Him and his wonderful wife and family were looking after me, so that was great. And we've been shooting some videos, some battle reports. So for us, it's always going to be what we'd like to think is quality over quantity. Well, it's never about, I suppose, capturing a side of the hobby that's only about massive preparation and terrain and stuff like that, that you know is only prepared stuff. For us, we want to get all sides of the hobby, but we'd really like to showcase some hobby and terrain and stuff where we can. So we've got some stuff from Sicily coming up again as well. We've prepared some terrain and battle reports for that. I also kicked in the hobby overgear, so I created a whole Italian coastal defense division army for Sicily. So that army was finished in 2.5 weeks, thanks to Rex giving me some assistance with some basing while I painted the guys. That came in handy for one of our battle reports, and I won't give too many spoilers, but that'll be coming soon. Yeah, so look forward to that. The guys I'm just showing you here now, look, I'm trying to start the new year by being really disciplined. I've got some really good stuff I'm going to show you in a minute that I really want to get onto, but I want to be disciplined and finish stuff. I've got work in progress at the moment, so therefore the Fallschirmjäger and both tropical uniforms and the smocks, so the Warlord ones and also the ones that we've been looking at here in offensive, some Perry stuff finishing off. There are some Warlord ones, these two here are from the box. Get down here so you can see it better. So yeah, just really trying to be really disciplined, because I came back with some new toys from the Christmas break, but I just want to be disciplined to finish this stuff off first. So just talking about what I was lucky enough to collect or pick up at Christmas. So we visited War and Peace Games on the Central Coast of Australia. Those of you in this hobby in Australia have heard of them, and those who listen to basically hobby podcasts, a lot of them come out of Australia, would have heard a lot of guys talking about War and Peace Games, how good they are at supporting the hobby in Australia in particular. A lot of guys from New Zealand order from them too. But I picked up this Russian heavy infantry heavy weapons sprue, and a little bit of a background as to the reason why is because I have the Battle for Berlin box. I squirreled some money away and paid that off little bit by little bit, and inside of course plenty of Russians, and to go with it I really wanted to, I suppose, polish off getting some heavy weapons and support weapons slots. So as you can see on there, there's loads of support weapons in here, and if I just turn this around and just focus in on what you get in the box. So 4 Maxim gun teams, 2 firing and 2 towed. That's a picture of the ones being towed there. 4 50mm mortars and crews, 2 82mm mortars and crews, and 4 PTRS anti-tank rifles, 2 firing and 2 being carried. Again, I spin this around again so you can reference what I just talked about on the front. So yeah, pretty awesome looking box. What I will say is that the painting on it's not exactly inspiring. Yeah, me and Rex did wonder, being Plastic Soldier Company, if these are maybe 172 models, just zoomed in as an example, and they'd scale the model up. Now I haven't modelled in 172 or 15mm for that, so 20mm or 15mm scale myself. Rex has got a lot of stuff, Flames of War, but I did wonder, being PSC, if they had scaled these up 28mm and then had just depicted the 15 or 20mm box on there, because the painting's not that good for a large company's sort of PR photographs. Yeah, but least said about the better. However, the figures themselves are pretty charming, so if I move this out of the way here, there we go. So they are hard plastic, they're not sort of a vinyl soft plastic. You can see that some of them got a few parts to assemble. In particular, I'm quite happy with sort of some of the poses here. So that's the Maxim gum guys that we saw pictured on the cover. You can see some of the moulding is, you know, this is, I guess, some lines on there from the casting, but they'll scrape off easy, the mould lines. A couple of the models are very sort of cast in line with the sprues, that's for sure. You know, the guy with the binos, perhaps a bit more one-dimensional, I thought. This guy here next to him, yeah, he's doing breakdancing. You know, he's modelled like that for a very specific reason. Hence you can see the pose for safety of the mortar crews. You can see him sort of side on there. Yeah, maybe we'll see how he models up. The good news is, though, however, is that they are really close in scale to the Warlord stuff. So if I put them together like that, the Warlord sprues and the Plastic Soldier Company sprues next to each other, so you can see the really pleasing size comparison. So, you know, the sheer volume of Russian figures you get in any box for the Russians, let alone the Battle for Berlin box itself, a massive amount of them. So there's no problem changing out one or two guys, changing one or two of the heads, stuff like that as well. And I'm really looking forward to that, because just talk about the project in a bit more detail. And you can see some of my purchases here from Warlord in the half price sale. Some T-34-85s, a whole tank platoon of those. Basically, and the stuff I've got on Battle for Berlin, and now the Plastic Soldier box. So I've got a really good base for an awesome army there. And I'm going to make a confession, I don't even have the Soviet book. And Soviet Southern Army I've played the least of. I think I've only played one ever game against Soviets and lost to them, to Dave. Well done, Dave. But yeah, it's all about fun for me, really. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I've got a bunch of armies, as you know, from the airborne armies which I've made. I love veterans. I love airborne in particular. Being an airborne man, they're close to my heart. But yeah, just look, I know that the Soviets have a reputation. They can do anything and be really versatile. They can be tough, and they've got some hideous theatre selectors and stuff like that as well, particularly Stalingrad. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I am a wee bit tempted to stay away from Stalingrad and either do a mix of veteran guys and then, you know, some regular guys in Berlin, or maybe do inexperienced hordes or something. I don't know. Basically, it's like a blank canvas, and I'm just looking forward to having some fun there, and yeah, just making an army, using these guys up. Rex has got some, as you know, he's got Fallschirmjäger with sort of the Field Grey General sort of smock, so really suitable for Europe. I don't have anything sort of Eastern Front suitable. You know, my Fallschirmjäger are tropical uniformed and painted that way. And also, you know, I figure that if I can churn out an enemy force for his, then we'll have greater versatility. And the T-34-85s, look, I was particularly smitten by a couple of scenarios in Road to Berlin, big game hunting. So that, of course, they're the opposition to King Tigers, in a particular big game hunting scenario in there, and a few scenarios which are seen elsewhere as well, War Game Soldiers and Strategy and stuff like that too, which are T-34s. Not the 85 variant, but, you know, just looking forward to having some fun on the table. So yeah, just being able to play in a different part, a different theatre, just really attracts me. Something else probably attracting you is this resin piece of work here. So I got the resin Tiger 1, the early variant, the early production variant. So with the air filters and stuff and that on there. So I'm really looking forward to making that. I've got another couple of another couple of tigers, so that makes a platoon now. I wanted this one so I could play Tunisia, Sicily and stuff like that too with it. Yeah, so looking forward to getting that on the table. The farmhouse there, I've never owned that building, and as you know, I'm a big terrain guy. Other things for the new year. So, Africa Core / German in general. The Panzer IV are picked up there, Panzer III, as well as the Africa Core box, which I've had since I got the LL Main splash release starter set, and 8th Army and the Universal Carrier for those guys as well. When I was over in Australia, I picked up the a couple of artisan blisters for the Africa Core, so in particular the NCOs. I love the guys at Artisan do that have got the neckerchiefs sort of over their face and stuff, and the goggles, and sort of waving their troops forward. Really characterful. I love those guys. Sam at Downwater did a great job of those, and some other artists of you out there have done it too and really inspired me. Brian and Patch, you know, I really love their Africa Core stuff, so looking forward to getting into that. Yeah, so new year. You know, we've got some battle reports in production. Thanks for bearing with us. As I say, we're always going to be what we hope you consider to be quality over quantity. But we are going to have stuff as well sometimes where we just throw a mat on the table and just go for it. You know, not everything's going to be a set piece terrain thing. And one of the battle reports we did, due to the constraints of Christmas and the Christmas table and Christmas dinner, was more of an impromptu sort of game, and the others we've done are full-on Valhalla Games standard terrain. So really hope you enjoy those when you get them to you. And it's about polishing off those few outstanding jobs I've shown you, and time to get hold of some of these tasks here. I'm not sure which one it's going to be first. Maybe Soviets, but Rex is doing 8th Army, so maybe a bit Africa Core. And you know what? It's really nice to just have some options and be finished, done some stuff, to be able to have a blank slate, I guess, and just go, what do we want to do next? Everything is slowed down by the fact that I rejoined the army again, so you know, some big life changes there. Rex has been really busy in his work coming up to Christmas too. So thanks for bearing with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you with the next installment of our podcast, and also battle reports and some more videos. Thanks guys. Dan from Valhalla Games, out.